You recording? I think we're recording. Yes, 3 seconds in. Hey everybody, I want to keep this short. Today's video is on one of the easiest ways to use your ferro rod to light a fire. And a lot of people use shaves. This particular wood is white cedar. Why I'm shaving it, I'm going to talk. You need to know your geographical location when building fires outdoors and in the wild. Know what to look for trees that will work the best for you. If you're in South Carolina with David West, my God, he just picks a handful of pine needles up off the ground and away he goes. I'm going to tell you all right now, you come here to Vermont, you go out in the woods, you pick up a handful of pine needles, you may get them to burn, but you're going to do some huffing and puffing before you do, because they're wet. Everything on the ground in Vermont is wet. Rains all the time up here lately. It's a wet state anyway. We have a lot of moisture, which has its benefits. Now I want some small chips in there too. I don't know if you can see I'm doing that. I keep cedar dry with me in my backpack. I'm not using fat wood because fat wood is a give me. We all know that. Okay, when you take your ferro rod, you want a good striker. That's more important than the ferro rod. I'm not using my favorite ferro rods today. I'll get to them in a second. I'm using this short one that I made a handle for, and it will work. Now, give it some scrapes where you're actually removing some ferrocerium. If you bump your stuff around, push it back in. What I did, I lit the ferroceriums, which made enough heat to light those shavings. You know, I mean, I did this for years. We all do it. Then eventually you get one that catches on something and burns, but it takes quite a while. Whereas that way, usually one strike. Another little trick for the Northeast that I want to show you. If you are in the woods and you need a fire, where I live, well, if I lived in Michigan where Shalisha Shell is, I'll post a link to her channel. She's got a great channel, great person. I'd go out in the woods, pick up a piece of fat wood, and I'd have a roaring fire in no time, but up here we don't have that benefit. If you can get a hardwood branch, now a lot of people will talk about shaving curls, which you can do. This is a piece of beech. It was a branch, it's been cleaned down. If you look, you can see the center ring. But what you can do with this, instead of shaving it like this, and somebody's going to tell me I'm going to ruin my knife, well, you know, K-Bar will sell me another one just like that one. They will be glad to, they'd love to. I can buy that on eBay. And I'll show you. Go sideways. And shave those. See those little curls you're getting this way? We won't do a mountain of them, but you can do as many as you want. If they stick, just cut them off. Of course, the wind's going to come up and blow them all over the place here. So we will just light those here. So that's the other thing we have here in Vermont too. We have a lot of wind. Same thing again. Put your ferrocerium rod right on it, ferro rod. Give it 1, 2, where you're just scraping some of that ferrocerium off the rod, and then and away it goes. That would light your bigger tinder. Well, I got to stay short because of my internet capabilities around here are pretty bad right now, and I can't upload much. This right here, Nathan, that's the first ferro rod that Nathan sent me. He gifted me that rod. It's a 3/8 by 6, and it came with this striker. Piece of string held them together. I put this setup on it where it actually locks the two together. I have lit so many fires with that ferro rod. Unbelievable. This one carries in my backpack. Today it still does. See where it's burning those other little, when I do that? get out of the fire. You can see that they were just a great rod, but that is one terrific striker. Your striker is more important, in my opinion, is more important than the ferro rod. The quality of the ferro rod is important, and it really is. Check Nathan's out. He sells some nice ferro rods. I like these because of the carryability of them. The big monster rods, they're fine in your yard, but they're kind of heavy to carry, whereas this one is not. It's light to carry. Carries right in my backpack. It hangs in the back of my backpack with me when I go. And I use it here in the yard. I've used this one the most. I have several that I keep because I'm worried about this getting thinned out, that it's going to snap off. Those strikers were just incredible. I don't know if he still has those or not. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope that helps.